Did you see that shit? MMA podcast. Hosted by mixed martial arts journalist Mike Strauss, aka Strauss21, and Chicago's #1 underground comedian, Apollo Taj Mahal.
Thank you for listening. I'm Mike Strauss, aka Strauss21, and this is
Apollo Taj Mahal.
We are the guys from the Did You See That Shit Mixed Martial Arts podcast. We know you're going to like the interview, so be sure to like, follow, and subscribe on all the social media platforms, as well as the Missing Time Productions YouTube channel. And don't forget to go to didyousseethatshit.com for a complete rundown of all of our content. Right, Apollo?
Yeah.
I want to welcome Tim Johnson to the show. The very first time we've had a chance to do this. We've met in person back a few months ago, but here we are finally doing this. What's going on, Tim?
Not too much. Just rolling around Utah right now.
Yeah, a little vacation there, or what's going on?
Girlfriend has a family here. It's got a wedding, so I was out in Vegas training, so we drove up for it.
Nice, very cool, man. So how has life been? I was just taking a look at some of your past fights there, and you man, you are a killer. You have a positive record in the UFC. You have a winning record, and for whatever reason, they decided they didn't want to re-sign you. But your win, man, because here you are in Bellator, and you have a chance to fight Cheick Kongo, who is one of the best in the division, and you could really make a name for yourself right away in Bellator.
Yeah, no, that's like I've said in a couple, I haven't shied away from saying it, that, the opportunity came to fight Cheick, and I was, blown away, and I'm more than excited for it, because when I was fighting with the UFC, I think after like my second and third fight, I cracked the top 15, got as high as 12, but never dropped out of the top 15. And after every win, I wanted to fight big names, and they never really amounted to much. Like I'd be asking for, Stefan Struve, Lexi Olenek, Derek Lewis. I asked for more than once, and they'd come back with me, and they're like, "Well, we can't give you that guy, but we got this debut for you." And so I was starting to get a little frustrated with that. So I'm more than happy to finally be able to fight a big time name.
Yeah, and Cheick Kongo, man, he is that name. Bellator 208. How have things been for you, man? It's been a little bit, you were in the UFC for a few years, and now making a change. How have things been for you?
Change was pretty fluid. Other than the fact that I was going to make my debut in, I want to say July, and I actually had to pull out of the fight due to injury. So it's been a little bit longer layoff than I wanted to, just because my last fight was in February. It's October, so I'm coming up on not fighting for 8 months. So definitely can't wait to get back in there and get the ring rust off and get punched in the face.
Now, Bellator, man, they get a lot of exciting things going on. Of course, they have the heavyweight Grand Prix. They have the welterweight Grand Prix. They have the huge fight later on tonight with McDonald and Mousasi. What does it mean to be a part of an organization that really, man, I mean, Bellator's on fire right now?
That's depending on who you talk to, it'll be 50-50. People will say, it's the same as always, and then or it's changing over, or not to get excited about it. But from what my perspective, inside looking out and outside looking in, there's a lot of good talent that is coming over. I won't say Bellator's stealing it, but it's definitely starting to level the playing field. Every time someone else comes over, they pick up more and more people.
Call it what it is. It's stealing it. I mean, if the UFC doesn't want to pay him the money and Bellator does, hey, it is what it is, right? I mean, it's an open market, and guys are jumping ship, and I really like what Bellator is doing, man. I really like what they've done with the Grand Prix, and I think that you're a guy that could come in and really make a name for himself in this heavyweight division, because you got guys like Fedor, you got Mitch Rion, you got some big name guys there, but Tim, you are just as talented, I believe, as any of those guys.
Well, thanks, appreciate it. That's the kind of way I've always visualized myself. I don't think too much of myself. Like, I don't have a big head, don't have really big ego or anything, but I'm more of a play up to the level of the guy that I'm fighting against. You put me in there against, DC, Brock, or, Stipe. I might not win, but I'm going to make sure I'm going to give it all that I can to make it happen.
For sure. I don't know if a lot of people know this or not, but you have a very solid wrestling background.
Yeah, it's somewhat solid. It was enough to get me by. Actually, I kind of forgot about it. I got so so locked in on, trying to get, my striking game down and all that, and, just slowing down the fights, that I kind of forgot about my wrestling background, and how eventually, essentially wrestling is what got me to where I am. So last, couple months we've been working on that, trying to get my wrestling nice and crisp again.
For sure. How has training been going, man? Are you still over there at the Academy of Combat Arts?
Yep, still over at the ACA in Fargo. And then like probably 2-3 weeks out of that camp, I come out to Vegas here to Extreme Couture.
Very cool, man. October 13th, Bellator 208. You and Cheick Kongo. I can't wait, man. I really dig what Bellator is doing, man. And I really think that, man, for the fans that don't know who you are, you're about to take this heavyweight division by storm, and it's going to be a fun ride, man. I can't wait.
Thanks, I appreciate that. No, nor can I. I'm definitely not taking anything for granted. I know like this is the opportunities that are in front of me right now. With Cheick, and then I don't know if a lot of people know this, but Vitali, the Bellator signing Vitali Minikoff is huge. For people who don't know who he is, like a lot of people think he's like the number one heavyweight in the world, no matter what any organization. So like that signing is pretty huge too. So I'm pretty pumped. Maybe someday I have the opportunity to fight him as well.
Absolutely, man. I know you will. I know as long as you take care of your end, which I know you will. I know you guys are definitely destined to clash there. I always like to give you guys a few minutes here to shout out your coaches, sponsors, whatever you'd like, brother. The floor is yours.
Just my gym, Academy of Combat Arts. They got me started in MMA, and definitely have always been there for me. And I'm the coach 3 UFC fighters. I got 3 guys UFC in Little Fargo. And then Metroflex Gym, that's where I do my strength and conditioning at. My strength and conditioning coach is Eric Sweeney, Powered by Design Fitness, and H&I Nutrition.
Well, I appreciate your time, Tim. I truly do. I know that it was a little bit of a schedule conflict on my end, but I
took about 2 weeks.
I appreciate you doing this, man. I know that you're super busy. Enjoy your weekend, man, and I can't wait for October 13th. It's gonna be a good night.
Awesome. Thanks. I appreciate it. And I think it's going to be a pretty fun night as well.
Thanks.
All right. Thank you.
Bye-bye.